Hey there, welcome to Ben's Eco Adventure and welcome to an update on my Ariya. I want to do a video about the 5 things I like least, maybe hate is a strong word, but the 5 things I wish I could change most on this car. Let's get into it. I would say the number 5 thing that I like the least about the car is the location of the charge port. There's a Norwegian YouTuber, I can't remember his name offhand, let me know in the comments if you can, but he always says the left side is the right side and the right side is the wrong side. And I think that's true here. The way my garage is set up and the way just day to day you interact with a port, having it on the passenger side is kind of annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's something I wish I could change. Number 4 most annoying thing about this car is on the HVAC. It will automatically turn on the recirculate mode even when I don't want it to. Now there's a setting on the climate screen that has recirculate, fresh air, or automatically go between the two. I have it on manual. It should be just always on fresh air, but I've noticed particularly when it's hot outside, it will automatically go into recirculate and it will stay in that mode. It's not just like a cool down thing. And I want fresh air. I don't like the stuffy recirculated air. So that's kind of an annoying thing that I wish they could fix. The number 3 most annoying thing about the car is the key. And this is really a minor nitpick, but this key feels very cheap. And I don't know if I can get it close to the microphone, but basically it like rattles around. It doesn't feel very solid. I would say this is something you interact with on a daily basis, and I'm surprised just how cheap feeling this is. The number 2 most annoying thing about this car is I think on the interior, they spent money in the wrong places. So what I mean by that is like this power console here is kind of gimmicky. Like I don't know what the point is. I wouldn't mind if this adjusted manually, but the fact that they spent the money to have this be a power option, this doesn't provide any value to me. And the same is true, there's a drawer, the car's off right now. Okay, but it works, it opens up. There's this power operated drawer here, and that's interesting. But again, there was a lot of money spent on these kind of gimmicky things that you might only use once or twice. And I wish they would have spent money on a couple different things that actually would be a little more useful, like the mirrors on this Empower trim don't have turn signals in them. And that's actually, I think, an important safety feature. I like to have that on my car, so if there's a car next to me, they can see, okay, I have my turn signal on and I might be turning. But the choices they made here just are kind of a head scratcher more than anything. So the number 1 most annoying thing about the Ariya, I think, is the software. Now, I need to explain this a little bit. The software on some EVs has been very buggy and not worked very well. This software isn't too buggy overall, but its functionality is really problematic. So what I just did before was I planned a route from here in central Ohio to Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky. And the in-dash navigation is smart enough to plan charging stops, and that's great. However, both of the stops that it chose for this journey no longer exist. And if I weren't a fairly savvy EV driver, I might go here thinking, oh, I can go and charge and I'll be all right. So this is a major issue. Now, I will say, if you have the app, the Nissan app on your phone, that has a route planner that's actually pretty good. But this one is bad, and I can't believe that it's still in the car. And that kind of leads me to a bigger problem here, which is this infotainment and supposedly the whole car theoretically can get over-the-air software updates. Now, in the 2 years or so since the Ariya went on sale, as far as I know, there have not been any software updates. And that's just ridiculous, I think. The software, while I said it's overall not too buggy, still needs improvement and still could use tweaks here and there. So as a bonus, I think I'm going to give you a bunch of software problems that Nissan could fix and hopefully will at some point. But as of right now, as of fall 2024, are still issues. Oh, look at that. I turned off the fan to record this video and it's back in recirculate. I did not turn recirculate on, but there it is. All right, other minor software gremlins I would complain about. This car being the M-Power trim, it has what they call a multicolor contextual line. Basically, it's a strip of light that goes all the way around the front doors and the dash. And that interacts with the Pro Pilot Assist semi-autonomous system and changes color depending on which mode that you're in. That's, again, kind of a gimmicky thing. And I wish that this line, instead of doing Pro Pilot, which you can really only see at night, what I wish this line was just plain old ambient lighting for fun. And because it has the ability to do multiple colors, you should have ambient lighting as an option in the menu here where you can change the colors and have something that you think is cool. Another significant software bug within here is that when you're at a DC fast charging station, there is no ability to stop the charge in the infotainment within the car itself. You have to rely on the charging station to stop the charge. And that's a problem because some charging stations, you can get them started if you can scan a credit card or tap something or whatever. But if their screen is broken or otherwise unresponsive, it's assuming that the car is going to tell it to stop the charge, and the car is assuming that the station will tell it to stop the charge. So I don't understand why they didn't put the option to stop charging in this menu here somewhere or have it pop up when you're actually plugged in. That's a pretty big oversight and kind of inexcusable given how long Nissan has been at the EV game. Another big head scratcher, I won't call it an oversight because it was a deliberate design decision, is this vehicle here in North America has what's called e-step. Now in other parts of the world, the Ariya actually comes with full one-pedal driving, which Nissan calls e-pedal. And it is weird to me why they didn't include that here in North America. The Nissan Leaf, which has been out for quite a while, has e-pedal and can do full one-pedal driving. And this one doesn't. Now, some people don't like one-pedal driving, and that's fine. I think it's good, it's important to have the option to be able to turn that off. And certainly with e-step and e-pedal, you can do that and have it drive more like a regular fossil car. But that they didn't even give you the option here is, again, kind of a head scratcher. So there you go. Those are the things that annoy me the most about the Ariya. Now, I don't want this video to sound too negative. I actually really love this car and I love driving it. Overall, it's a great car. My hope is just that Nissan can watch this and actually make improvements, because almost everything that I pointed out is something that could be fixed through an over-the-air software update. So that's something I think is important, not just for customers, but also for Nissan itself. These cars have been depreciating so steeply, and part of that has to do with at least what I think is that the software is not fresh. If you buy even a few-year-old Ford Mustang Mach-E or any Tesla, even though it's a couple years old, they're getting regular software updates and the cars still feel fresh and new. And this one, even when it came out, was kind of out of date. So hopefully that's something Nissan can do. Regular reminder, if you're not already subscribed to Ben's Eco Adventure, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out. Thanks for watching.